Escape from Tarkov is dead. The game that once used to dominate the extraction shooter genre is now past its prime. A game filled with PvP interactions now only seems to be filled with AI. Now it could just be me, but I feel like I'm getting into more and more empty raids where I'm the only one in, and there's no other action apart from fighting the AI. This raid that you're seeing in the background is from Customs. It was me and two of my mates that were running to hopefully try and find some PvP and just have some fun. So one of the people I'm playing with is only level 2, he hasn't played all white, so we started off the raid by dropping him some gear so that he was wearing decent stuff. We were then hoping to catch the people coming from graphics and doing the jump over off guard, but we were unlucky and no one was there. And yes, I know I'm using the LMG, which isn't meta, and it's not your spear or your HK or your M4, but I'm using it because it was fun. And I don't know if it's just me, but has anyone else's game recently been stuttering quite a lot and like running quite poorly? After sitting there for a wee while and not having any luck, we decided we were going to push to the courtyard and plan our next move. On the way, we ran into the couple of scabs that usually spawn in this open area and dealt with them. And after running up to the dead scabs and tapping their body to look at the XP to see if they had anything even worth looting, we decided we were going to move to the big truck and look down towards graphics. We had now made quite a bit of noise and we were hoping that would draw some other players to our location. Through the wall to our left, we could hear footsteps coming from gas station, so we decided to start throwing grenades over to hopefully see if it was the boss. And with the grenades being thrown, we heard Rashala and his guard's voice line to confirm that he was definitely in gas station. And during this time, I thought the person I was shooting at was an RPMC, so we decided we would wait a bit longer before we decided to push the boss. After nearly killing myself with my own grenade, I decided I should probably take a couple of steps back from the wall before I end up actually doing it. At this point, we're basically just trying to push Rashala and his guards inside the gas station to make it easier for us to go in and kill them. I've personally always found it easier to kill Rashala when he's in either dorms or in the actual gas station building where he's not got enough room to throw grenades and move about. And we're still not sure if we have actually killed the suspected PMC further down the road, so we're keeping an eye out there as well. After making all that noise, we decided we'd sit for a minute and see if we'd get pushed, and during this time I was sure that my mate on top of the bin would get killed by someone hiding up in the rocks. Anyway, I was wrong, but we decided we were then going to jump over the wall and see why we couldn't hear any more noise coming from the gas station. We could hear a lot of movement coming from the corner down by the pipe in gas station, so we kind of knew roughly where Rashala and his guards were. The main difficulty of them being in that location was getting shot from the bridge or the hole in the fences while we peeked. After nearly killing my teammate shooting at the guard or scav shooting at us, we finally managed to kill him. In that gunfight there is where my mate, who was a level 2, was killed, and I was nearly killed as well, trying to get back through the door while using LMG and getting stuck. At this point we knew for sure that we had definitely killed at least 2 of Rashala's guards, so we were more confident in pushing out. Also, ignore my secure container, I completely forgot to bring in a CMS kit. And after finally taking out the boss and his guards, we thought for sure someone would push us after we'd made all that noise in the boss spawn location. And it sounded like we were right with the sound of bushes and someone coming from behind the gas station, the same way that we came in. But it was only more AI scavs. And after definitely not missing every single shot on the guy on the bridge, he finally goes down. I decided in the break of the action it was time for a long overdue inventory take and time to reload and repack some magazines. And that's probably the worst thing about using an LMG, is when you've actually got to sit down and repack the mag in the raid. That took about 5 minutes, and in that time my remaining teammate said he could hear someone sneaking around outside the back of the gas station. So he started throwing grenades to hopefully make them move and give away their position. As it turned out, it was just another AI scav anyway, so nothing really to worry about. And after about 10 minutes of waiting, we finally got the chance to loot our kills and loot Rashala. And after spending a decent amount of time looting and getting organised, we heard the first gunshots of the raid. Up until this point in the raid, we hadn't heard anyone else shoot their gun or even throw grenades at all this whole raid. So we decided that we'd push the shooting to get the PvP we came into the raid for, and that's my teammate up on the bridge looking down the road towards Bus Park. While he was on top of the bridge, he killed both an AI scav and a player scav, which was the cause of the shooting. This left us both quite disappointed as we thought we were going to run into another PMC when instead we just ran into a bad scav, killing an AI scav. After the false alarm at bus park, we decided that we would push dorms as it would hopefully be our final chance of finding some PvP action. And as my teammate kills a scav near the hole in the wall by skeleton, I hear a scav to the right near dorms. And just as we were approaching dorms, our hopes weren't high as there was an AI scav still alive inside. My aim was to see if marked room was still locked so I could hopefully at least loot that. And as we were pushing up to the top floor, my teammate was throwing grenades to hopefully make someone give away the position. I could hear someone on a floor below sneaking around and opening doors. After waiting a few seconds, I decided I'd throw a grenade down to see if I can make them move. And well, that was a perfect time to pull out a grenade. And with the scav away, I decided, that's it, I'm going to open mark room. And obviously I never got anything good because, you know, it's dorms marked room. You never get anything good in it. My teammate, however, picked up one of the LMGs which he then used to kill the scav from earlier. When my teammate was looting, I decided that I may as well loot the filing cabinet as well, since we weren't really going to get any action. Once we were all looted up and ready to go, we thought it's about time that we extract from this raid, so we decided we were going to head towards Smuggler's Bay. And with Smuggler's Bay being closed, that meant we had to head towards the RUAF roadblock. At this point in the raid, we were pretty confident we weren't going to run into anyone else, as it'd been quiet all raid. We hadn't met a single PMC, so we were pretty confident in just running out in the open. That was until we heard movement on the bridge and on the other side of the wall leading to the road that leads to RUAF roadblock. At this point in time, I thought the scab was actually in the bushes on our side of the wall, so I thought the nade might be able to flush him out so that we could kill him. With the scab now being dead, I thought I may as well loot the jacket, as I hadn't really got much out of this raid, and thought every little helps. And with that, decided to make my way to the extract and get out of this raid, after it being a very uneventful, disappointing attempt at some PvP. There was no other PMCs that even attempted to push us. Even after making so much noise from fighting the boss, going to dorms, we were all over the map, all the hotspots, and there was no one else. In the end, I ended up with 13 kills. All of them were AI. Not one PMC was seen in the whole raid. Which is disappointing, as this isn't the first time I've been in a dead raid. It seems to be getting more and more common as the wipe goes on. Where is everyone going?